miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I am driving this. This is the 2011 Chevrolet Beat. Yes, this has one of the smallest diesel engines in the world. This car comes courtesy of Indranil to me. Straight away we're going to be opening the engine bay and there you can hear the diesel clatter. It says Smart Tech right there. The motor is vibrating a bit because this is a 3-cylinder. The design is actually quite nice, very mature design by small car standards. You have this light which extends all the way. Everything is obviously halogen. You get fog lights, towing hook and a big Chevrolet grille with a Chevrolet logo, of course. This is not the top end. The top end was the LT. This is, I think, the LS or something. So you get steel wheels. It's a compact car with door handles hidden here. And the Swift decided to copy all this and more. Even the KU we did. Okay, space at the rear is decent by small car standards. 60-40 it appears. So yeah, it is actually a 60-40 split seat. That's kind of nice. Door pockets are not there, but magazine holders are there. But because of the small window, it's a bit claustrophobic. Again, nice lights. And you have this hole in the center as well. Yeah, this is actually saying Beat LT. Where are the alloys? Anyways, Faisal Khan's fingers of truth. Satisfied with the real exhaust here. Let's open the boot, which means that you need the key or you have to open it from inside. So, एक काम करते हैं अंदर से खोलते हैं. ये high mounted stop lamp, rear wiper washer as well. That's kind of nice. I know people who actually had a Beat LS and they put LT stickers to upgrade the features of this car. And I don't know if it has happened with this car, but with like some cars I've seen that to happen. Boot is small at 170 liters. And there it shuts on its own. Rear wiper washer, high mounted stop lamp, roof rails which don't seem functional, of course, and there's something on the mirror as well. See, it seems nice and comfortable. Here on the inside there's a coin holder with a lot of coins and you can also put the coin here, headlight leveler. Now there's a mobile holder right there. There's some interesting bits. Firstly, we'll have to turn on the light because it's so dark and rainy. Okay, dashboard design is actually impressive. There's storage space here, glove box is full, and you know what, it actually gets nice climate control, air conditioning as well. Air conditioning is an absolute chiller. Love the instrument cluster. Okay, very much like a motorcycle. This is analog, this is digital. Let's rev it. Yeah, it revs very slowly. You get some information there. The horn is also nice. Wipers work well enough. And you know what, the interior is actually fantastic by small car standards. Chevrolet, or rather Daewoo, did a fab job because, you know, most of it is designed and made by Daewoo. And you know, there's a couple of cup holders, some storage space there. Oh, storage here as well. And it's a nice cabin. I'm quite impressed. Let's start driving right away. Alright, we're all set to go, which means turning on the car. Oh, no clutch, lock, handbrake down. And oh my god, doors auto lock as well. That's kind of cool. It's become super duper dark somehow. Never mind. And here we go straight away. Now, the thing is, the motor is actually quite refined somehow. It's not very clattery as such, which is a big surprise. You know why? Because this is actually using the national diesel engine of India. Yes, this is the multi-jet, but there's a twist here. Okay, the 1.3 liter multi-jet diesel engine was actually made in collaboration with General Motors. So Fiat and General Motors collaborated together. Fiat, I think, did the work and General Motors did the sponsorship of the engine. That's the reason General Motors does not have to pay royalty to Fiat for the same, and they use this engine on a lot of cars like the Enjoy, Sail Twins and whatnot. But for the Beat, the engine bay is so small they could not fit this 1.3 liter diesel engine. So what did they do? They told GM's Bangalore Technical Center to make a smaller engine of this same engine. How do they do that? They remove one cylinder. So the displacement comes down from 1248cc to first wheel corner, then we'll talk. Okay, yeah, it is not that great a handling car because it's oriented towards ride comfort as such. So basically, when they removed one cylinder, the displacement came down to 936cc, which is the smallest capacity for a diesel engine in the world. Yeah, one of the smallest diesel engines in the world, because Maruti also has not that 800cc engine which was there in the Carry and the Celerio, resulting in great mileage. So this is a 3-cylinder 12-valve DOHC diesel engine, multi-jet. In spite of being a 3-cylinder, it doesn't have the 3-cylinder vibration which you would expect. So quite refined as such. And inputs came from GM Europe to make this engine, and they did a good job of making such an engine which is compact and very efficient. But the problem was that smaller engine would obviously have very bad top end, and it doesn't have a good top end. Beyond 3,500 RPM, it really struggles. It doesn't move and becomes very coarse and rough as well. Listen to this. Yeah, like a tractor. 5,000 RPM is where the red line is of this particular engine. In fact, the interesting bit is that even though General Motors and Fiat had that collaboration, Fiat could not use this engine because General Motors actually made this smaller engine. Yes, that's right. So it produces 58 horsepower and 150 Newton meters of torque. In a light car like this one, it is very peppy. Okay, low end lag is not there. It has good grunt in the mid range, and then top end is obviously lacking, where I'm picking it up from lower end of the rev range. Little bit, lethargicness, and then pulls nicely in the mid range. No kick in the pants feel as such. Okay, because the suspension is super duper soft. Ride quality is amazing, and they've done great job of insulation. So low speed pe you can't hear anything. As you increase the speed, you can hear a bit of things. Now thing is, this car has 10 mm wider tires when compared to the petrol model, so better grip, and 10 mm higher ground clearance. So that would be a boon over big speed breakers, of course. But later, General Motors brought that to the petrol model also. Petrol engine was hopeless. This one is so much better, the diesel, at least in terms of mileage as well as performance is decent. Only thing is top end is not there. Top speed would be around 150 kilometers per hour. I know you guys can't see anything, neither can I. So we are on the same page in that regard, which means I'll just open the window to maybe get in some light. Okay, I'll open like the front windows at least to get in some light. Not that you're going to hear something very interesting inside the cabin any which ways. Okay, we have to actually turn on the front defogger there. I have turned it on, and hopefully this gets demisted very soon. Now, even though it's a small car, somehow the ride is very mature, and this car definitely punches way above its weight in terms of ride comfort, and it doesn't feel cheap at all, which is fantastic. I love the way the cluster has been done on this vehicle. Steering is very slacky. You can feel it has no center, you can see it has no feel in the center position. By the way, this one is actually an electric power steering. Earlier the petrol one came with a hydraulic steering. Yeah, it's very short gear. It's crazy short gear. Price of this car was somewhere around 7 lakh rupees, which seemed a lot of value considering a diesel engine, very frugal, and an easy car to drive. In spite of this being 11 years old, you see the whole dashboard quality is still intact. So not cheap in any regard, very well put together, and good material quality as well. So kudos to Daewoo who actually did this. Okay, it's GMDAT, General Motors Daewoo Auto Technology. After Daewoo got bankrupt, General Motors took over the operations, and the result is cars like the Optra, the Beat, the Spark, and all that came out. Not the Spark, what was that car? Yeah, it was Spark only. Matti usko Spark bana diya na log ne. So ye bakchodi chal rahi thi. This is actually the replacement of the Spark, but the Spark was outselling this car because very decent, easy to drive car. Initially, people were not really very happy with the performance and the mileage of that petrol engine. I guess you guys can't see anything, neither can I, so we just going to turn on the light, hoping something can be seen at least. We're going to turn off the air conditioning completely, and we are going to roll up the windows into first gear, revving the motor, and the car is actually going back. Never mind, and no wheel spin as such. That's kind of weird. First gear is good for only 30 kilometers per hour. Coming across a corner, well, I can't feel any grip in the front tires. So yeah, grip levels are lacking as such. But then by small car standards, not meant to be pushed. It's actually a very nice small car, quite impressive and very frugal as well. Claimed mileage was around like 24 kilometers per liter, which was second only to the Tata Indica EV2, which was like 25 kilometers per liter claimed mileage. So yeah, that was also fantastic. I quite like this car for city driving. It's not meant for the highway because it's too light on the highway. High speed stability wouldn't be good, handling wouldn't be great either. But for city, the bumps, the drivability, all of that is very nice indeed. Definitely a much better car than this one, which people blindly buy because of the Maruti Suzuki logo. I really like the Beat. I think it really beats everybody else in the segment. But yeah, the unfortunate part is the General Motors mischief of vanishing from India overnight. You know, they actually sent me an invite for the drive of the Beat facelift, and I was like so pumped for it. Around 2016, I got the invite, all the agenda for the drive which was happening in Goa. This happened last night, and the other day, like right now, they send this mail out to everybody or in the news that we are quitting India, Tata bye-bye. And I had already bought that Atrangi colored shirt for Goa. That's the reason my dressing sense is so bad. Now I don't even put any effort in buying clothes or doing anything because that disappointment was something which really hit me hard. Jokes aside, you know what, this is made for smaller markets or other developing countries like India. This car can't be sold in the US because when those big fat trucks, pickup trucks go by the side, this car will actually fly away. That's another thing. It does feel light. It doesn't feel Maruti Suzuki light, but you know, there's no rattle inside, which is very surprising. You would expect the car to rattle, but no, there are no rattles in spite of the age, which is unbelievable. A WagonR of the same vintage vibrates like crazy, rattles like like mad. So build quality was actually quite nice, and I trust Daewoo for making some amazing cars, because I've driven the Spark and the Spark also feels just very good indeed. So this is a car which you don't drive enthusiastically, you don't try to corner it hard. It's a no nonsense, no frills, quality, comfortable, small car, a very nice one at that, something which really pleases you by going more miles per gallon. Yeah, it doesn't really offer you more miles per gallon, but definitely more miles with this frugal diesel engine. If you like this vlog, make sure to give the thumbs up, that's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. And yeah, I really like the Beat. I can't believe it. Such a nice car. You drive the WagonR, you know the Beat was a gem. In search of gold, we lost a diamond, which is very sad.